Hmm, malevolent. But is it really? Hmm. G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again today. And today we're looking at a Netflix original movie called Malevolent. And it was made in 2018. And it's a Netflix production, but is it any good? Hey, if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want some help in choosing the best horror movies and horror books from Hollywood and the world of indie, then you've come to the right place. Just hit that subscribe button and the bell notification and you'll always keep up to date. Okay, Darkrealmers. Well, this story is basically revolves around brother and sister, Angela and Jackson. And they're from America, even though this story is set in Britain. And along with Jackson's girlfriend and Elliot, who's a friend from university, they run a paranormal investigation business, which is just basically a front for them to make some quick cash. And it explains how they go about doing this, but they prey on people who feel that their loved ones are still around them, and can they help them, ease their grief and help the departed move on. Well, that seems to be going well until Angela starts actually developing real psychic powers. So, what happens after that? Well, check out the trailer and we'll get back to you.
Follow this simple technique. Find a quiet place, visualize your goal, and remember that you are amazing. Confidence is an armor against the world.
Sayers medium service. Yeah, we're the ghost hunters. This is my sister, the one with the gift.
Repeat your goal in your mind.
Here's the plan. Angela will pretend she sees a ghost. We'll put on a damn good show and make some money.
You said you heard screaming.
Yes, angry, taunting. I just want a quiet house.
If you can control a situation,
Stop it.
sell it. You can influence others.
I've come to see if you would consider leaving this house.
Is this your usual routine for all your clients? It's all an act. Angela's gift.
You hear that? Something's here. Did you see her?
I really thought you could help me.
Ange, it's just a house.
Quiet place where you will not be interrupted.
I thought if you could hear the voices, you'd be able to stop them.
Control the situation.
I just want a quiet house.
And remember that you are amazing.
Well, Darkrealmers, you no doubt heard the saying, Jack of all trades, master of none. And that applies to this movie because it's part thriller, part paranormal investigation, part mystery, part slasher, a whole range of things. And the trouble is, it touches on all of these, but it doesn't develop any of them. Now, one of the first problems you have with the movie, even though it's a great premise, is the main characters. Jackson is basically obnoxious. There's nothing really redeeming about him when his sister wants to back away from, doing this sort of thing and ripping people off. No, we've got to do it. And he, really is forceful with her. Angela is a bit wishy-washy. We know a few details about her. And there's a scene in the movie where she goes to visit their grandfather. And the whole point of this scene, because we never see the grandfather again, is just to tell the backstory of the brother and sister's mother, who apparently heard voices and became so distraught and so freaked out she scratched her own eyes out. Well, we know that basically, you know, she was psychic and clairvoyant, and she just didn't know how to control things. And this is where Angela starts developing that gift too, because every time she sees something that really shouldn't be there, her nose starts to bleed. Well, the problem with all this, apart from the fact that, you know, that scene with grandfather was just a way of doing a, you know, a tell, not show, is that the movie, as I said, tries to be too many things to too many people. Now, there are some genuinely creepy moments here. Okay, now, when they are offered a job by a lady who lives in an old house, who's superbly played by Cecilia Imrie, by the way, I have to say that. Pardon me, Darkrealmers. Angela, who picks up the phone first. No, sorry, we're too busy. But Jackson, no, we're going to do this. And that's where the movie takes a turn. That's where things get dark and very creepy. And we find out that this house, which was run by the lady, she took in all these young girls to give them a new start in life. But they were all murdered by her son, who turned out to be a serial killer. Okay. So Angela starts getting, you know, visions. She's seeing these girls, and, you know, of course her brother is going, why are you breaking away from the script? What's going on? So you wonder straight away, why hasn't she told her brother straight away that, look, she's actually seeing things, okay? Now, the woman that they're helping realises it's a con, but we find out from there her son is actually alive, and this is where it becomes a horror/killer type movie, and we learn the whole plot. But one of the things that pulled me right out of the movie Darkrealmers was when Elliot, who's at some stage fallen down through rotten floorboards and really severely broken his ankle, and all the other characters are being tortured and so forth, he actually, you know, kills the son, and he goes to Angela, are you all right? And he starts trying to... Now, I mean, you don't... Darkrealmers, you don't turn your back on one, you know, you might have killed one psychopath, but there's another one still behind you. Would you do that? Honestly, that is really bad script writing, because it's to me, it's like it's throwing reality out of the window. Okay, this is... Okay, I know, we're talking movies here, Darkrealmers, and that's all fine and good. Okay, but wouldn't you actually back up to your friend so you can keep an eye on the psychopath, okay? That pulled me right out of the moment. The other big thing that was a big no-no for me was we have a scene where Angela walks into a room and her mum, is that you? And she turns around, there's her mother with no eyes. She wakes up. That might have been okay when you were in, you know, high school, or maybe that's pushing it. But in elementary or primary school, you write that, you get away with it. But a Hollywood scriptwriter? Come on, that is really weak. That is, and that served no purpose, okay, except maybe, just maybe, it sort of highlighted Angela's gift, although it was so vague you couldn't really tell that. It just stood out as a dream. But those scenes where, you know, that are just horror, and suddenly you wake up, oh, it was just a dream. That's been done so many times, and it's become such a sign of bad script writing, Darkrealmers, that you'll see it done in a lot of comedy shows, okay, and where they send up that particular trope. It shouldn't be happening in 2018, and especially by, you know, a scriptwriter who's, you know, written a script for actually Netflix, you know. Now, after all that bagging Darkrealmers, I am going to say there are some genuinely creepy moments in this. It's very atmospheric. Luckily, there's not too much of that handheld camera action, which really annoys me. You know, we got it in Blair Witch Project, and that whole film was based on that. Back then it was creepy, it was scary. Then we got it in Paranormal Activity, but after 5 Paranormal Activities, it sort of, yeah. So luckily we don't get too much of that, okay? But we don't have enough invested in these characters. Well, maybe the one I sort of felt sorry for probably the most was Elliot, because he admitted he had a sort of crush on Angela, and that's why, you know, he took this gig, you know, to be their technician and their video recorder, so he could be close to her. But I really didn't give it a monkey's toss about Jackson. He deserved what he got, I thought. His girlfriend, she was just there. I mean, she had a minor, you know, part in the scam, but, you know, Angela, you sort of felt a little bit sorry for her. But as I said, there wasn't enough emotional depth there for us to really care, okay? And if you do watch this and you do find that you do enjoy the characters, let me know in the comments, Darkrealmers, because I'm very interested to see how other Darkrealmers perceive characters and character traits, okay? Now, I'm not going to say any more about the movie, except that it is available on Netflix to watch, but you can also find it on DVD, as you can with most Netflix productions, okay? So check that out for yourselves. Now, if you've already seen it, like I said, let me know in the comments and let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't seen it yet, okay, I don't think I've spoiled it too much for you, Darkrealmers, because you know that's not what I do. But do try and, you know, just keep an open mind. Appreciate it for the scary moments, and because I forewarned you a little bit about the characters and that, don't spend too much time, you know, mourning them, okay? All right, Darkrealmers, that's it from me, horror author and illustrator Mike. It's been a long day, Darkrealmers. Michael J. Elliott. And as I always say at the end of my videos, stay in the light, especially if you're going to be filming dark, spooky houses with serial killers. Make sure that camera light's really well lit, okay? Bye for now, Dark.